Why is crypto up today? July 31st, 2025. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, market. There is a light volume zone between $110,000 and $115,000. This is a critical area to monitor should a market pullback occur. Glassnode states. Journalist, Fadilpašić. Journalist, Fadilpašić. About author. Seed specializes in writing factual and informative articles to help the public navigate the ever-changing world of crypto. He has extensive experience in the blockchain industry, where he has served. Author profile. Share. Copied. Last updated. July 31st, 2025. Why Trust Cryptonews? Cryptonews has covered the cryptocurrency industry topics since 2017, aiming to provide informative insights to our readers. Our journalists and analysts have extensive experience in market analysis and blockchain technologies. We strive to maintain high editorial standards, focusing on factual accuracy and balanced reporting across all areas, from cryptocurrencies and blockchain projects to industry events, products, and technological developments. Our ongoing presence in the industry reflects our commitment to delivering relevant information in the evolving world of digital assets. Read more about Cryptonews. The crypto market is up today, seeing a minor uptick. 3/4 of the top 100 coins per market have turned green over the past 24 hours. That said, the cryptocurrency market capitalization has dropped by another 3.6% to $3.96 trillion. At the same time, the total crypto trading volume is at $154 billion. TLDR. Crypto market turned mildly green over the past day. 9 out of the top 10 coins are up. BTC and ETH saw moderate increases, trading at $118,386 and $3,860, respectively. A decisive breakout above the $105,000 to $125,000 range could lead toward $141,000. US ETH spot ETFs hit the 19th day of inflows, 1 day short of a record. US BTC spot ETFs recorded minor positive flows of $47 million. As expected, there will be no rate cuts in the US. Should Jerome Powell be fired or begin rate cuts too early, BTC will rally a lot. Bitcoin long-term holders still command 53% of supply despite recent distribution. Crypto winners and losers. Only one of the top 10 coins per market capitalization has decreased over the past 24 hours. Bitcoin, BTC, is largely unchanged, having increased by 0.4% in a day, now trading at $118,386. At the same time, Ethereum, ETH, increased the most in this category, 1.5%, now changing hands at $3,860, while XRP appreciated 0.9% to $3.15. The large majority of these coins are up by less than 0.5% at the time of writing. On the other hand, Tron, TRX, is the only coin in the category that decreased today, 3% to $0.327. As for the top 100 coins, 75 coins are up today. Ethena ENA saw the only double-digit rise. It's up 12.7% to the price of $0.6464. It's followed by Story, IP, with a 9.1% rise to $6.24. Other coins in this category are up 4.9% and less. On the opposite side, Tron fell the most in this category as well, followed by XDC Network, XDC, with a 2.8% drop to $0.09755. Other red coins are down 1.7% and less per coin. The markets across the board, crypto included, have reacted to comments from the U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell that largely squashed any hopes for a rate cut in the coming month. Powell said that the Fed first needs to see more data that would allow it to estimate the tariff's effect on inflation. That said, even though a rate cut would be positive for crypto, suggesting that a lack of news suggesting a cut would dampen the market's performance. The crypto market is proving its resiliency yet again with the day's moderate uptick. Notably, there are positive financial reports coming from major companies. Robinhood's crypto revenue jumped 98% to $160 million. For Q2 2025, it reported revenue of $989 million, a 45% year-on-year increase. This is the result of the surging crypto activity and the integration of Bitstamp. BTC breakout above $125,000 could lead to $141,000. Glassnode's analysts found that Bitcoin long-term holders still command 53% of supply despite recent distribution. This indicates that, should the price rise, more supply could unlock, which would need continuing demand to absorb it. Moreover, per Glassnode's latest report, Bitcoin remains range-bound between $105,000 and $125,000. A decisive breakout above this range could shift market dynamics and make way for a move toward $141,000. The latter is an area where profit-taking could sharply intensify, and which is likely to see increased sell-side pressure due to the high unrealized profit expected there. On the other hand, there is a light volume zone between $110,000 and $115,000. This is a critical area to monitor should a market pullback occur. Also, additional metrics show latent sell-side pressure, the researchers noted. Meanwhile, many industry insiders commented on the U.S. Fed news. Tom Bruni, VP of Community at StockTwits, described the FOMC meeting as uneventful with rates staying unchanged. Most expect the September meeting to be the first cut. That said, Powell's commentary is the wild card, as the Fed's updated economic projections in June already told the story of slowing growth and sticky inflation. Bruni says. However, after a record run from the April lows, the stock market and other risk assets have stalled as the market's focus shifts to earnings season. The pause in momentum suggests that investors/traders are looking for reasons to sell in this environment. So any unexpected comments or Q&As from Powell could trigger some weakness. Bruni writes. Greg Magadini, director of derivatives at Amber Data, added that should Powell be fired or begin to cut rates too early, hard assets, especially BTC could rally a lot while inflation and bonds would lose a lot of value. You may also like, Bitcoin liquidity was tested, but investor supermajority stays in profit. Bitcoin, BTC's liquidity faced a significant test over the past weekend, following the exit of a Satoshi-era whale. However, the market has remained resilient, according to the latest report by blockchain data platform Glassnode, with a supermajority of investors still holding unrealized profits. The analysts turned to the metric called the realized cap, which quantified the total USD-denominated liquidity within the Bitcoin network. At the time of the report, it stood at over $1.02. Levels and events to watch next. At the time of writing on Thursday morning, BTC trades at $118,386. 24 hours ago from the time of writing, it traded at $117,962. It traded sideways for several hours, then briefly dipped to $116,079 from the daily peak of $118,644. Over the past few hours, it continued trading sideways, trying to break back into the $119,000 level. This would signal further upside potential and a possible increase above $120,300. While there is a possibility for the coin to drop to the $114,530 to $116,500 range, for now it's attempting to appreciate further. Also, Ethereum is currently trading at $3,860. The price started the day at $3,808, seeing a sharp drop to $3,708, after which it increased to the peak of $3,868. Despite the latest pullback, ETH continues rising and is working towards hitting $4,000. If this upwards moment continues, the price is likely to move back above $3,900 in a matter of days. Meanwhile, the crypto market sentiment has dropped slightly over the past day. The crypto fear and greed index stands at 62 today compared to 63 yesterday. While still in the greed territory, the sentiment may enter the neutral zone. While there is notable optimism among the investors, there is also an increase in caution. With the ongoing regulatory and economic development, investors are awaiting further signals. Furthermore, on Wednesday, the US BTC spot exchange-traded funds, ETFs, recorded inflows of $47.04 million. This is their fifth day of positive flows. That said, only two funds recorded flows, both positive. BlackRock recorded $34.37 million, and Bitwise saw $12.66 million. At the same time, the US ETH ETFs recorded the 19th consecutive day of positive flows. One more day.